me to enjoy J Cole, I gotta look at his like raps as like fiction. What you're saying actually hits better, and that's why to me even Drake or Kendrick, at least when they say something, I can at least go, well, I believe they believe that. I believe.
I was almost with him, but like, why are we talking about Drake? Like, let's stop. And like, bro is not. I don't believe. Bro went to the cops. Bro went to the police. Why are we adding bro in? He don't believe that they going in the club with sticks illegally. They not going in there with because they run into the cops. They're informants. What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm gonna be reacting to Screwface John. This this worse than the apology. J. Cole, I got love for Kanye. Okay. Well, I mean, if you watch Screw, you know that he thinks that the apology is probably one of the worst things ever done in history of any person in the world. So, if this was worse, what happened? This is looking like a concert setting. What concert? Where is what? What concert? Dreamville. It's Dreamville. How do I get this
Culture.
off?
I got the
How do I
new
get this off?
green
Meh.
on. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rap Latte. I call it the Mr. Green because he was the first person who rocked this. But
Uh,
anyway, besides that, link in the pin comment. Go grab and send a personal thank you for this. Everybody grab them the next 4 days. J. Cole is one of the greatest lyricists we of our modern era. One of the
okay.
best people to
Yes.
put pen to paper.
Facts.
J. Cole's in the big three, no matter how you feel about him. That's kind of the
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because he has said that J Cole. I don't want to put no words in his mouth, but I feel like I've watched him for a while at this point, like over a year and a half, maybe about a year and a half. And when this whole thing happened, I think did he say J Cole won't in the big three no more? I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe not. I don't know.
big three. It's like the people who impacted the culture, whether you like them or not. Now I say all that, right? But I gotta say this. What does this man stand for? Because it's starting to get out of control. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna listen to
Ooh,
J.
CBGB.
Cole bigging up Kanye West, showing love to Kanye West, and I'm gonna tell you why this is worse than the apology.
Okay.
They said I needed some shit called a hit record. I ain't never even thought about that shit before. Like, I was stressing the fuck out, but even in your most stressful times, all you gotta do is just leave the door cracked for God. That's all he needs is a little bit of space and he can slide right in there. And it was one day I was in a hotel and I had the fucking door cracked. Thank God I had the door cracked. I was listening to the song. I know niggas feel a way about him right now, but I got love for him and I really appreciate him.
Now I'm gonna stop that right there. Who he's talking about is Kanye West, if you didn't know, and he's talking about. Let me read this right here.
I
You can
can
ice
see
that
that.
comment for a second. So you're, okay, yeah. So he's talking about Kanye West, the workout, him clearing the sample. Now, let me explain something to you guys.
Okay,
Something
explain it.
that actually
I look like a
really,
dork.
really upsets me and annoys me. It's the constant and the always backtracking
I don't
of
care.
J. Cole. Essentially, what J. Cole's doing right here is saying that he still got love for Kanye. I got love for Kanye because he cleared samples for him.
Yeah,
Kanye
but he
is in
has
the
a
middle
song,
of being a
right?
full blown.
What was that song called? Where he was kind of dissing uh Kanye and what's his face? Wale? I don't know. For some reason Let Nas Down is playing over and over in my head and I can't think of this. So.
See, can't really say it. Kanye is quite literally 100 times worse than he was when J. Cole dropped False Prophets. And as For
That was
what
it.
J. Cole is supposed to stand for in his music and things that he says, this is insane. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna still listen to J. Cole music. But this man is getting to the point where his fear of confrontation is starting to just make it where it's no longer like people, because people go, oh, he's just protecting his peace. It's just that Kanye has. What are you talking about? I don't like covering Kanye. If you guys have noticed, I haven't talked about I haven't done the Kendrick. I mean the academics
I was
interview with.
going to, but I felt like I was going to be making some really inappropriate jokes that were not going to go over well. Because bro was tweaked. Y'all saw what he was dressed in.
Stands are gonna can clip this, are gonna clip this part. Y'all can do it. I'm gonna keep it tall. As somebody who is not a fan of how Drake is moving, y'all let Kanye get away with things that if Drake tried, y'all would need his head on a stake.
I'm going to be honest. I think it's if anybody did it. If anybody else did the things that that man does. Like, I personally don't understand. I don't know how y'all are separating music from the people that literally are attached to the music. I don't know. I think that's because I personalize things. You know what I'm saying? In any of my reactions, I've said that I like to feel the music. If I found out that Kendrick Lamar did not write his stuff, I would be distraught because of how connected I felt to the piece, the art that he has released, and how I felt like how connected that was to him. So in turn, I feel connected to the artist. So I don't know how y'all are separating shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what? I don't get it, bro. If somebody, I don't know. Personally, R. Kelly has good songs. Have not listened to that man since I found out everything. Trey Songz got some cool music. Haven't listened to the man. And it's not even been proven, but it's been a lot of evidence for me to, understand or have the idea that this is probably true. Who else? Who else? Who else? Diddy. Nothing, nothing, not a song. I don't even listen to stuff with Christian Combs, King Combs. I don't listen to nothing with him in it. Um, Drake, I haven't listened to Drake. Drake can come on in passing, and I might be cool, but I'm not putting on Drake's song. Period. Not happening. So I don't get it. I understand that might be your fave or whatever. I understand that y'all might, I don't know, think that different eras of somebody is a different person, but I couldn't do it personally.
So, with the things that Kanye West has been saying,
And then y'all try to
spewing,
use
with the
like
people
mental
Kanye West has
illness
been,
as like an excuse for it. And please stop. Like, come on.
by the people Kanye West has been linking himself to, I don't care how good his music is. First of all, his music hasn't been good for a while. I'm starting to realize people's need to be entertained will always trump their need to have some sort of morals or whatever. And people will have morals for some people, but then not for the others. This is insanity. This is insanity. People will rightfully, once Drake did the lawsuit stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this dude in hip hop, he's going against hip hop. That's bad. But let's keep it real, right? And I'm always push the line for hip hop. Anybody who's against artistic expression is an enemy of the state of hip hop. But I'm gonna keep it real. Ask yourself, I ask myself as a black man, right? What would have the ultimate worst case scenario? What would be worse for me? If everybody agreed with how Drake thinks about battles and it's hard for people to do battle raps, that would suck. That would take out a part of me. But if everybody was talking like Kanye and believed the stuff that Kanye's saying, that directly messes with my safety, with my families, with my nah. I don't care. I don't care. And here I got to bring up some things too, because some people be like, Well, no, cause Drake got a weird case. Drake has some weird accusations. Drake had. Let's pull this up here. Hold on, I got a few things. Hold on. I don't
Yeah,
hear a
but
lot of people talking about this.
and I don't really know why, but I was very aware of this. So, you know what I'm saying, yeah, so I'm sorry. I always I always start looking at what these little I guess the most recent shits. I'm nosy. I
This
got
right here, huh? This happened. This article was in 2024.
maybe it's just maybe it's just his algorithm because I saw plenty of videos to be real. So
So Kanye also has weird accusations, Kanye that people don't talk about, and that there'll be people who will destroy Drake. And I'm not saying, yeah, you if you believe that what this saying is true, but then you gotta speak on this too, or is this gonna be thrown away because of mental health too? Is that okay because of mental health? And then here's another thing about the J Cole lyric. Here's the thing about let's pull up the false prophet lyrics because this is just like my problem with J. Cole's apology. He is a habitual fence rider to the point where it's just like his fear of confrontation makes it where he no longer can be like a powerful
wait, I
person.
just thought about it. Didn't Kanye diss Drake? Wrong person. J. Cole in like that remix for like I don't know what that was even about. That was kind of just a random event. Hey yo, Dad, I got you. Then he said, "Cold music get the pussy dry."
The things you say anyway, bro. So here's the thing that kills me the most about him now getting on that stage and showing love to Kanye. I really wish J. Cole would just stop getting on stage and making these speeches. Let's go back to False Prophets. That's about Kanye West. I want to highlight a
I'm trying to give
specific.
him the benefit of the doubt, but I like don't like. I'm not trying to defend nobody. To be honest, I really like maybe he was just saying he got love for him then. I don't know. It does sound like he's talking about now.
Stanza here. All right. Okay. There was a time when this N word was my hero. Maybe the reason why his fall from grace is so hard to take. Because I believed him when he said his ish was pure and he, the type of N word, swear he real, but all around him's fake. Pay attention. Yes, man. Nobody with the balls to say something to contest him. Into the person that he truly was a long time ago, starting to show, damn, I wonder what happened. What was that? The women, the type of N word swear he real, but all around him is fake. The women, the D riders, you know, the yes men. Ladies and gentlemen, J. Cole, when he put out False Prophets, all of the stuff that he's saying is 100% true, 100% on point in False Prophets. Here's the thing that's absolutely crazy. You just said this on False Prophets because he was saying he was a god and he was acting weird, right? Kanye
I thought
West
it was because
is
he
a
said
million
slavery
times
was
a
a
worse
choice.
human being than he was on this. This
Maybe he doesn't have a cell phone. Okay, that doesn't make sense, but maybe he hasn't seen what has been going on. Maybe he's riding on his bike. Maybe he's chilling at the beach. Maybe he is so lost in real life that he is unaware that he decided to go on a rant about almost every artist and put on a black bro. It's not funny, bro. That what like did he explain his outfit? I just want to know. I just want to know. Oh,
applies more now than when J. Cole said it. So I don't want to hear this, well, maybe time changed. Maybe he's seeing the mental health. You are quite literally being a yes man by getting on stage. Like, I know a lot of people mad at him, but I love Kanye. He cleared samples for me. And here's another
oh
thing
well,
that
he did say all
really hurt,
people are mad at him.
really, really, and I'm gonna be all the way honest, actually hurt me as a Jay-Z fan and as a J. Cole fan.
Oh, because he's a
This is the person, this is the person J. Cole got on stage and said he showed love for. This is the person speaking about Jay-Z's kids. Jay-Z is the man that changed J. Cole's life. J. Cole used to wear a "Produce for Jay-Z or Die Trying" a shirt and stand outside in the rain waiting for Jay-Z to come out for his chance. Jay-Z gave him that chance, and this is the person that you got on stage and showed love for. Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They are the R word. This is the man that signed. No, like literally, and that's why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having R word children is a choice. If Twitter take my R word post down, then so be it. But I need y'all to know, Jay Z nor nobody have no power over me. He's talking about children, but he cleared your samples though, right? I've always felt like if I was Jay, I'd feel a type. Like I said, when it comes to music, Cole is prolific, right? Cole is prolific. But as a person, gang, as a person, I I don't know what he stands for. And at a certain point,
Well,
like that don't whatever, however you feel about Cole, you have the right to feel about Cole. But me as somebody with
we're gonna look at
kids,
the
a black
comments on
man
the
in
video
America, is
after.
all this stuff. It
J. Cole recalls when the oh.
comes to a certain point where once you start saying certain things and doing something and siding on certain sides, I can't side with you, right? I just can't. Like I listen to your music. One thing I've learned between the apology of J. Cole and between J. Cole coming up here and showing love to a literal Yahtzee with an N instead of a Y. A Yazzie with a N instead of a Y. The reason why is because I have to just listen to J. Cole's music. Like the person who's rapping is not the actual person. Cole and Jermaine are not the same person. They're not the same person. In fact, it's almost to the point where I can no longer believe the things that he says in his music he actually stands for or believes, because that is absolutely positively crazy to me. Absolutely positively crazy to me. J. Cole has had this problem where he's just a people pleaser to the point of you cannot, and I don't care how mad if you're a J. Cole stan, I don't care. You just have a rule of thumb to all the young people out there, even the older people who haven't got this lesson. You to actually make a change, a stance, or something different in this world, there's gonna be people who are gonna be upset with you, and you're gonna have to embrace that and not make everybody love you. What did Kendrick say? Everybody ain't gotta love you or something.
I just feel like this is a bad move on his part.
Because aren't like Jay-Z and Beyonce gonna look at him like what are you talking about, bro? In addition to who else we go off on? Kendrick. Well, Kendrick already been like, I don't think Kendrick fucked with him since he dissed him again on GNX. Um, I don't remember. I have a video about Kanye ranting, but I'm trying to think of everybody he mentioned. He mentioned a lot of people. Um, I don't remember, but any of the people that he listed, feel like anyone who supports him, they're not gonna like. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Interesting move though.
Interesting move.
Like that. This and there's gonna be some people who don't care as much to this, but like that Kanye stuff is I don't play this at all. I don't see how people now with the PDF stuff with Drake. If you fully believe that he's a literal predator, I can see that. But at the same time, I mean, someone's got to question why we don't talk about this. Let this have been 6ix9ine. I don't like any of 6ix9ine. Let this have been Drake. Let this exact article as an accusation drop about Drake tomorrow. Okay. So let's get to the rest of this.
He cleared all these fucking samples for me, and you know
Oh, gotta slow it down because he talk kind of.
what I mean? And when that door cracked, I heard some shit that I had heard for a long time. I had been hearing this shit, but I heard it differently that day. It was like,
Bro,
imagine I'm in the bathroom, but I had the laptop.
At a certain part of that, man, just go on give us the fall off, bro. At this point, in order for me to enjoy J. Cole, I gotta look at his like raps as like fiction. He could say the most powerful thing, and I'll be like, yeah, but I don't know if he believes it. There's a difference where your belief of what you're saying actually hits better, and that's why, to me, even Drake or Kendrick, at least when they say something, I can at least go, well, I believe they believe that. I believe.
I was almost with him, but like, why are we talking about Drake? Like, let's stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro is not. I don't believe shit. Bro went to the cops. Ooh. Bro went to the police. Why are we adding bro in? He don't believe the shit. He said they going in the club with sticks illegally. They not going in there with shit. Because they run into the cops. They're informants.
where your belief of what you're saying actually hits better. And that's why, to me, even Drake or Kendrick, at least when they say something, I can at least go, well, I believe they believe that. I believe Drake thinks Joe Budden is a de-esser, even if I think he's soft and a Karen for suing for dissing people and then dissing people. Well, at least I could truly feel like if Joe Budden was in front of him or he's gone at Joe Budden on the internet, he will still hold that line. I believe J. Cole will call someone a de-esser one day and the next day see them niggas at a party be like, bro, hey man, I was tripping. That's just
in the hotel room on the bed.
and there's gonna be people in the comment section making excuses for this. There's no excuse for that, especially with the Jay-Z part.
Well, we're
I
about to
heard this
look
shit
at the
coming from the
comment
other room.
section.
Well, I hope not, because on this one, I need y'all to give me.
Why did he play the shit, bro? Why he play it? He played it. Oh damn! I didn't think we was gonna get into like the. Well, maybe he going through something. Maybe J. Cole got some stuff going on. He don't even know what's going on. You know, because playing it with his voice is crazy. And bro was just in a black. You feel me?
That's the workout sample. Okay, then he found the workout sample. Yeah, so this is worse than the apology to me. It's worse than the apology to me. Y'all could like at this point, anybody who's like put pro Kanye West or showing love to Kanye West is just showing love to a Yahtzee on stage, and I.
All right. All right. You feel his opinions. Let's see. Let's see how the comments is feeling.
Right. People who let EA slide because he has mental illness is disrespectful to other people who suffer from mental illness, who have to go through everyday life and still have to learn to take accountability action. Make my life easier, bro. It's just this trying to look like not a nerd is stuff making me suffer. A friend to everybody is a friend to no one. Since y'all pandered and choose a side, let me do it for you. You know what? Facts. That's what I said. I said he had a whole section about J. Cole. I'm starting to realize that motherfuckers do not understand that in Whacked Out Murals, when he said fuck apologize and I want to see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me and then maybe we can say it's fair. Take it to the internet and I'm gonna take it there. That was about J. Cole. And then when he said this shit, since y'all pandering to choose a side, let me do it for you. And that whole like, if you cool with Drake, like you are an op to me type of shit. It's all the J. Cole. I've learned over the past years that humans are quick to forget the past. Facts. I agree. Anybody openly showing love, yeah, facts. Just because you have love for someone doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they've done. Whatever. The people saying he made graduation though. Yeah, y'all gotta let it go.
Anyways, my thoughts on all of this. I feel like it was unnecessary to say this at the show. He chose to. It is what it is. I feel like that is going to possibly come with some repercussions though, because it wasn't a necessary story to tell. It was just seemed like he just wanted to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. He had whatever he was playing, he had this like planned. So he already knew that he was gonna say this. And I don't know if it was intentional. Like I don't really know what like goes on in Bro's head, but um, I just feel like it was a weird move out of everything that he could have done. But shoot, it is what it is. I guess I can't force the man to do nothing. So I'm not about to stress about it. But it depends on like this. I wouldn't say this is like big enough for me to be like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to his music anymore. As far as J. Cole goes, it was just a weird, like it was weird. So if like more weird shit came out, then I'll be like, you know what I'm saying, like, what? So y'all tell me what you think. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see y'all in the next one.